all of our vendors here are hand making all of the products. We're here all year round during the holidays, 7 days a week, which is really amazing.
I don't know of any other place that does something like this. This is really, really good.
You know what row, what color, it's done beautifully.
As we've listened to the needs of the community, as we've grown our herd, we've heard that there is a need for new opportunities.
It's not just stagnant, you're really fully immersed in the experience. Kids have a ton of fun with this one.
Sort of an immersive experience, so you've got the bird sounds and the trees above you and then all the animals to look at.
Welcome and thank you for joining us for our Cruisin Connecticut special. I'm Ken Houston. For the last few months, we've taken you to unique spots across the state, some nationally recognized, some just getting started, all local treasures. Tonight, a look back at the places we've gone and as we look ahead to more adventures. We began in Bristol. The holiday season is underway and everyone should consider shopping local. If you're looking for holiday decorations or checking things off your shopping list, the Bristol Bazaar has it all. Looking for just about anything? The Bristol Bazaar might be the place to shop.
I like it. It's a cute spot. I like that they kind of change it up like every month.
So right now we are a cozy winter wonderland theme. We just changed over, so this will be our shopping experience for the remainder of this year.
Customers will find more than 30 vendors to choose from, covering 5,800 square feet of space. The business has been around now for about 2.5 years.
So all of our vendors here are hand making all of the products. We're here all year round during the holidays, 7 days a week, which is really amazing.
Items ranging from clothing, jewelry, apple pie, and blueberry jams, even a coffee lounge. And there's a hidden secret just in time for Christmas.
So if you pull on the ornament, you can come around and you can see a little secret village that we've put in there.
And for those of you in search of dog treats, check out Sit, Paw, and Play.
If you guys are looking for anything for your fur babies at home, she keeps her space fully stocked.
While moving product is important, owners are also focused on the vendor's approach.
We'll meet with our vendors for about 45 minutes to an hour every month, and we talk to them about all sorts of different ways to grow their business, from packaging to marketing.
And it seems to be working.
There's definitely some funky stuff here, but I think it's perfect.
Perfect when you're cruising Connecticut in Bristol. Now let's head to a popular spot where the apples are as crisp as the fall air. News 8's Darren Kramer gives us a look around a local orchard celebrating a pretty big honor.
Rows and rows of trees and ripe apples. The signs of fall are everywhere at Lyman Orchard in Middlefield.
There's just so many things the family can do when they come.
And this year, there's an extra sweet reason to celebrate the season.
We invite our guests here to have a great experience.
The orchard recently voted best in the nation by USA Today. And with 30,000 trees across 1,100 acres, it's no wonder Lyman is taking a bite out of the competition.
It's a really good selection. This time of year, late September, early October, we'll have up to 12 to 15 varieties that people can come and select when they come for a visit. And that's kind of, I think, unique as well.
Pick your own fresh apples, play around on their 45-hole championship golf course, or explore the corn maze. There's something for everyone, making family traditions together year-round.
And what we tell people is we're 12 months a year and there's things going on, so come multiple times. We'd love to have you come and visit us always.
I'm Darren Kramer, News 8.
Well, looking for fun activities next summer? Well, Foxwoods Casino in Mashantucket has an experience for adrenaline seekers and bucket list checkers. News 8's Caroline LaCour takes us to Foxwoods.
At Foxwoods Casino in Mashantucket, some walk in to roll high and some come to fly high at High Flyer Zip Line. Since 2018, the spot has had folks around Connecticut talking.
I've been ziplining before. This has always been on my list, but I've never done it from 30 floors up and over this length of, over this distance. So I'm looking forward to a thrill ride.
Launching off the roof of the Fox Tower, it's an experience for the adrenaline seekers and the bucket list checkers, with enough room to bring some moral support along.
This is his birthday. He's the best dad ever, so he's taking me ziplining for his birthday.
With hundreds of guests taking off to the skies every year, team members say it's clear as to why.
Well, it's fairly unique because you're up about 370 feet off the ground. You're basically on the 35-floor high-rise.
Flying 4,000 feet across as one of the longest zip lines in the state, it's enough to entice just about any member of the family.
The youngest I've flown was 5 years old. The oldest was a 99-year-old woman. And then we get all sort of people in between.
Now, of course, it's one thing seeing this ride from the ground.
It's another taking in the views from hundreds of feet up in the air. And yes, your stomach drops a little.
It was nerve-wracking. I was a little nervous up there, but it was good. I liked it.
Twins Sophia and Aubrey Funk say they've been eyeing the zip line for about a year, and coming down was definitely worth the wait.
I was honestly expecting a little more fear, but I guess I was just like a little nervous. But once you get going, you're fine and you're kind of just cruising.
Cruising high altitudes in Connecticut if you're not afraid of heights.
Well, Connecticut is known for a lot of things: hot lobster rolls, basketball champions, and New Haven style of beets. But one of the underdogs is steamed cheeseburgers. While the origin of the steamed cheeseburger is somewhat debated, one small business has carried the baton for decades. Caroline LaCour takes us to Ted's restaurant.
Drive too fast in Meriden and you might miss it, but those who know of it can't get enough.
It's one of those iconic places in Meriden.
For over 65 years, Ted's restaurant has been serving up world-famous steamed cheeseburgers. Owner Bill Florman says don't knock until you try it.
First of all, it's a very filling burger. It's a very moist and juicy burger, and we put on 2 ounces of lava-like cheese over the tops.
Working at the family business since he was just 13, the spot has since been passed down from his great uncle.
The customer, the clientele, watching them change as they got older and then their families started growing up, and basically those are the fondest memories. Take our ground beef.
Every order comes with your choice of toppings, with each patty put neatly into individual trays.
So all these machines are custom made for what we do and how we do it, and they've been redesigned a few times over the years.
The style standing up the test of time, served the same way since they opened in 1959, with a generous amount of cheese to top it off.
It's not like a slice of American cheese. It's a chunk of cheddar that melts over the whole burger, but most people like it.
Jim Lamoureux included. Coming since he was a teenager, he's now gotten others to try the CT Classic, with some mixed reviews.
When I have friends that visit from out of state or out of town, this is one of the places we've got to come to. And they don't know. If they're from Massachusetts or Rhode Island, they don't know what a steamed cheeseburger is.
A Connecticut-born staple still turning heads. In Meriden, Caroline LaCour, News 8.
And we're just getting started. Still to come, we're heading to one of Connecticut's most beloved beach spots to see why it's become a local favorite. Coffee, conversation, and a whole lot of creativity. We're cruising to a cafe in Old Saybrook that's brewing up fun for the whole family. And it's all about a beats. We're talking about a new exhibit at the New Haven Museum celebrating the Elm City staple. Stick around, folks. These stories and much more just ahead. During the summer, nothing is better than a day on the beach. One in our own backyard is rated as one of the most beloved beach spots in America. News 8's Caroline LaCour takes us to Ocean Beach in New London.
After decades of visitors, Ocean Beach Park has stood the test of time as being one of Connecticut's most beloved beach spots.
Anybody that loves going to the beach, I think, knows about Ocean Beach Park, and it's certainly on their list.
It's a staple. New London Mayor Michael Passero says he's proud to show off.
This is really an important part of the city's identity. I mean, everybody in New London, has some sort of an emotional attachment to this piece of real estate.
After a hurricane destroyed the then private beachfront in the late 30s, it reopened shortly after as the public beach many have come to love.
It's part of our lives. You can see the benches are all have plaques. People purchase benches to remember family members.
Growing up in New London County, Nikki Fantassi says memories here with his wife stretch way back.
When we used to come here when we were younger, we could come here and dance, and they used to have fireworks years ago.
Hundreds every year, not only flocking to the sand, but the shops, live entertainment, snacks, and of course, ice cream from the Boardwalk Creamery. Perfect for a hot summer day.
You keep the sprinkles on them. You can have vanilla. You can have just chocolate. They have a variety.
If fun in the sand isn't your style, kid-friendly amusement rides brings the thrill.
Well, it's a great place for families. You see all the kids around. The water's clean here. That's one of the reasons we come to this beach.
Well, if the beach is the ultimate summer spot, then you've got to get some fresh seafood. The Guilford Lobster Pound offers that and some classic New England charm. Caroline has more.
A savory snack right on the water. That's the charm that has customers coming back.
People pull in with boats, kayaks. People come by train. They get here.
Owner Bart Mancy found his love for lobster on the water, working aboard a family friend's fishing boat in the Long Island Sound.
I'm working on the boats on our summer breaks. I just continued to do it. I ran a boat for him for a while, and then in 1981 I went in business for myself.
And the Guilford Lobster Pound was born, serving up Rhode Island-style clam chowder, lobster grilled cheeses, and of course, Connecticut-style hot lobster rolls.
The meat that we put in our lobster rolls, some of it is ours, and then most of it is out of Canada and Maine.
Quality seafood without hurting your wallet.
I've seen lobsters in the store that are all cooked and in there refrigerated in the case that cost as much as a lobster roll here. It's no comparison.
Every time I come down to visit friends, I come here because it's great.
Located right up the street from the town green on the Guilford Marina.
You look to the south, you see Faulkner's Island. Right on the other side of us, there's a salt marsh where there's all kind of birds, all kind of wildlife. A lot of people say it's like being on either Nantucket or being up in Maine without leaving the state.
A perfect way to wrap up a quintessential New England summer day. In Guilford, Caroline LaCour, News 8.
Looking for some fun activities that you and the family can do when the weather warms up next summer? News 8's Natasha Lubchenko takes us to the water where paddleboarding and kayaking await.
We've been here 10 years. We offer just kayaking, paddleboarding. We do Thimble Island tours on the weekends.
Owner Marie Martin is an avid kayaker and paddleboarder herself and wanted people in the area to share that passion with her. She says that anyone can enjoy what she has to offer, from experts to newbies.
I just get a lot of first-time families too. You know, it's nice that our kayaks can carry 2 adults and a small child. So, you know, they're able to get them on the water as well.
And there's a whole lot to explore, from Stony Creek Brewery right up the way to peaceful beaches.
There's a lot to see. You know, there's a lot of things to see here. A lot of people like to head out over to the beach and maybe hang out there for an hour or so. People are more than welcome to pack a little cooler with snacks and refreshments and head out.
Of course, safety is a top priority. Marie always teaches customers the ways of the water before they take off.
We go over rules of the river, the boaters, where they should be, where you should be, yielding to the boaters, that kind of thing.
And then there's proper technique. For those who've never tried paddleboarding before, she breaks it all down.
Unlike the beach, we load off a dock, so everybody is on their knees. On their knees heading out, on their knees coming back. The last thing you want to do is bump something standing, because it's going to propel you onto whatever you just bumped.
Now, if you want to give this a try, there are so many options. You can rent by the hour, for a day. Marie can even bring the equipment to your home, Airbnb, you name it. All you have to do is give a call, and adventure awaits. In Brantford, Natasha Lubchenko, News 8.
Still ahead, we're heading to a local farm where beautiful blooms stick around long after summer comes to an end. And later, it's never a bad time for some good barbecue. We're cruising to one of the best spots in the state. We'll be right back. The change from summer to fall doesn't mean the end of Mother Nature's bright colors. News 8's Caroline LaCour takes us to the Roots Mum Farm in Ellington.
For many, a sea of blooming mums means one thing.
A lot of people drive by and they know it's coming, fall's coming, because when you see all the colors start to shine.
This time of year, the summer squash takes a back seat at Back to the Roots Mum Stand in Ellington as customers look for a pop of color.
People travel from an hour away just to come here to see us, to get mums, so it's great. It's like a great family thing for people to do. People bring their kids.
For the past 3 years, duo Heather Rabida and Crystal Rothy have continued the tradition.
So we have a whole variety of different funky gourds, so all different things that people can, have fun to do with their decorations.
But the mums are the star of the show, tending to 10,000 bunches and over 40 varieties of them.
We start at the end of June. We have everything laid out and we pot them by hand.
From fiery reds to sunny yellows, the rows here represent a rainbow of colors, and some of these mums aren't even in bloom yet, meaning the show just keeps on getting better deeper into the season.
And actually, that's why I don't like getting them in early September, because I want to delay summer as much as possible.
That attention to detail keeping customers' porches colorful all season long.
I don't know of any other place that ever does something like this. This is really good.
You know what row, what color, it's done beautifully.
Yeah, it is.
A beautiful bloom even long after summer comes to an end. Cruising in Ellington, Caroline LaCour, News 8.
The start of fall always ushers in the spooky season in Wethersfield. A local tradition has helped kick off fall for the past 3 decades, and this holiday favorite is picking up speed with each year that passes. News 8's Catherine Hauser has more.
Police officer, a Lego man, even a giant dog. Creativity on full display along Main Street in Old Wethersfield.
What better than some scarecrows in the fall?
More than 100 of them lining the streets, part of an annual fall tradition for the past 3 decades.
Our mission is to bring people into our town, right? And enjoy our spaces, our architecture, our businesses, our museums, our shops.
And it works. Tens of thousands of people visit spooky season to check it out.
Year after year, they just get better and better. And, people really take it to extremes and just love enjoying it.
As for fitting 130 scarecrows in the area, that's the tricky part.
There was some knocking on doors this year saying, hey, we'd really like to put a couple scarecrows up on your yard. We know you're not even a business, but, can we sneak some scarecrows in? And everybody's so accommodating on the street.
A scarecrow sacrifice worth the payoff.
We really do call it tourist season down here. The street gets so crowded, and there are so many people just out enjoying the day.
Really exciting to see our community come out for this event, and it's giving back to those people that, giving them a really great event to come to at their leisure.
In Old Wethersfield, Catherine Hauser, News 8.
Buckle up, we still have lots of cruising to do and places to see. After the break, we're heading to the docks in Milford to check out a newer summer attraction. Plus, a hot spot for local book lovers that's gaining national recognition. Those stories and much more when we come back. And welcome back. Last summer, a new idea turned into a unique venture for one local business. It's one that had many cruising in Milford, literally. Caroline LaCour gives us a look.
Here at the Milford Harbor Marina, on a hot summer day, it can be pretty easy to get a little jealous taking a look at the docked boats behind me, especially if you don't have your own to set sail on. But that's where Twisted Tiki comes in, offering colorful cruises with a tropical twist.
Love the water. It's great to be out. Blue sky.
It's a quick getaway without packing a suitcase.
Yeah, it's just a good time. It kind of makes it feel like you're escaping a little bit. A lot of times you don't feel like you're in Connecticut.
That's the essence Captain Tanner Georgelos hopes to bring to Milford's waterfront, getting the idea after working on the water in Greenwich and West Palm Beach, Florida.
When I was down in Palm Beach, I saw some of the tiki cruises down there. I saw how much people loved it, and I knew we didn't really have anything like that up here.
The idea already resonating with customers, booking out weekend cruises for most of their first summer in business.
Summer's been great. Can't complain, the weather's been awesome. We've had a ton of people out.
Each 90-minute cruise brings you up and down the Housatonic River. Passengers are also allowed to bring snacks and beverages of choice, except hard liquor.
Very good friends of ours, son, Tanner. It's his venture, and happy to support him in that.
Given the public's reaction so far, family friends say they're already anticipating what next boating season will bring.
I think it's amazing if you look at their website and how many cruises fill up so quickly. I think it's really unique, especially to Milford.
Everything we hoped it would be, it has become. So I couldn't be happier.
All right, check it out, folks. Barbecue certainly brings people together, and one restaurant off of I-84 hopes to bring you a good time and make your mouth water. We're cruising with Caroline again, heading to Milldale.
You might drive by and catch a whiff before you even catch the sign, and that's exactly how folks here at Pickwick Barbecue wants it. Here, it's a little bit more than just about the lunch and more about the people.
I'm going to meet people that are my ilk. I meet other veterans because I got a chopper hanging from this. People know.
For owner Daniel Lanigan, good food is all about people to share it with, leading him to get into the restaurant business after a career shift back in 2007. It started with a food truck.
The intent was to clean it up and to sell the whole business, and I inadvertently got married to it.
Now with a brick and mortar location where customers have plenty to look at while enjoying their order.
I'm a dyed-in-the-wool gearhead. I love cars. The joke around here is that my crew smokes the food and the boss smokes the tires.
Their go-tos, pulled pork sandwiches, ribs, chicken, and of course, classic barbecue sides. Cowboy beans are the spot's biggest hit.
It has like a barbecue flavor to it with a little pulled pork or brisket meat. It's actually really, really flavorful.
Passing along the Meriden-Waterbury Turnpike in Milldale, Ashley Mitchell says she saw the sign and had to stop, ordering a platter with smoked mac and cheese with pulled pork.
So those look pretty awesome too, pretty hot and fresh, so can't wait to try it.
That's the sentiment Lanigan says he strives for and plans to deliver with every bite.
So everything in here has a component of people dig it one way or the other. If they don't dig it, we don't do it.
Cruisin Connecticut in Milldale, Caroline LaCour, News 8.
Now for a cup of coffee with a twist. News 8's Natasha Lipchenko takes us to a newly opened spot in Old Saybrook that's fun for the whole family.
Coffee, pastries, and pretend play.
Yum, 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 yum,
Thank
yum.
you. There you go.
Welcome to Old Saybrook's Peekabrew Cafe, a coffee shop
Oh, the smoothie.
and play space designed by moms for moms.
Perfect.
Every single mom that has come in here is like, you understood the assignment. And I feel like all we did was just take what we wanted as moms and just bring it to life. And the mom gang has come in very strong.
Sisters Kiki and Maria saw a need for a place that could keep both adults and children entertained.
We wanted something that brought people together, that had the coffee element, so we could enjoy while our kids were having fun and enjoying and playing. You're so cute, God.
The results have been amazing, complete with a pretend diner, storefront, salon, construction site, and campground. The coffee stays hot while the kiddos play.
We have some people who come once a day, twice a day.
People who don't even have kids, never wanted kids, come in just to support us for coffee. So it's been really, really nice.
A unique business encouraging all members of the community to come together.
We foster an environment where people can talk to each other, people can hang out, people can work, they can do whatever is good for them at any time of day.
It's why we're cruising to Old Saybrook.
Friendships have been made, and that was exactly the purpose of it.
Natasha Lubchenko, News 8.
For close to 40 years, the Book Barn in Niantic has become the go-to spot for book lovers across the state and beyond. It recently made HGTV's list as one of the best roadside attractions right here in the country. Caroline LaCour explains why the spot is so sought after.
Owner Randy White says he's always been one to get sucked into a good book and has made it his life's mission to bring you down with him.
And just the atmosphere here that we celebrate books, I think brings people here.
For over 30 years, he's put his passion behind the used bookstore, the Book Barn, where the stories pile up for you to explore.
We're out of control, but it's not the worst thing. To say you have too many books will never be the worst thing in the world.
From small beginnings, operating out of the basement of their main building, books have since built into the side yards and 2 other sister locations. With an estimated 350 to 400,000 books at hand at a time, you may even need a map to find your way around.
Because they have everything here. You know, anything and everything.
From mysteries, history dramas to self-help books.
We tell people to just wander and, because a lot of the stuff outside is all new arrivals.
Quirky signs and surprises point you in the right direction. If you're not much of a reader, resident furry friends can keep you company.
I could sit here all day and just people watch and feed the goats.
From the acquired smell of gently loved books to a never-ending lineup of bookshelves, visitors say the charm is what draws them in.
Eclectic. I mean, there's a lot of different little nooks and crannies to go look at books.
A self-described self-retreat for any book lover. In Niantic, Caroline LaCour, News 8.
All right, what sounds sweeter than locally made chocolate? News 8's Mike Cerulli gives us a look at a locally owned business, family business, making some sweet treats.
A family business cooking up sweet treats since 1946. That's Munson's Chocolates.
Every candy company will say their caramel is absolutely the best.
I'm telling the truth when I say that because our caramels are incredible.
The secret? 8 decades of experience, attention to detail, and only the best ingredients.
It's the old world candy making, and it's the quality ingredients.
The story of Munson's is one of humble beginnings and that classic American can-do spirit.
It really is the story of the ultimate startup. My grandparents did not make candy for fun. They did it to put food on the table after the Great Depression.
Today, Munson's has multiple brick-and-mortar stores and a thriving e-commerce business.
That has really enabled us to put our products in the hands of people all around the world, quite literally. We ship all around the world.
Curious as to what that meant, I asked, what's the furthest Munson's has ever sent their chocolate?
That is a very easy thing to answer, and that is outer space.
It's true. In 1995, a box of Munson's was presented by American astronauts to Russian cosmonauts when the space shuttle Atlantis docked with the Mir station. Connecticut-made, out-of-this-world chocolate. In Bolton, I'm Mike Cerulli, News 8.
A mix of cuisine and culture along the waterfront in New Haven. We've seen it all as we drive along I-95. Caroline LaCour is checking out the food truck paradise at Long Wharf.
It's 12 o'clock along Long Wharf Park in New Haven, and the lunch rush hits.
In general, New Haven has a great, vibrant kind of food culture, I would say.
Dozens making the trip down daily to pick up their favorite order or try something new.
I've tried many of the different carts. I'm still trying to decide which one I like the most.
Nicknamed Food Truck Paradise, over 30 trucks park along the waterfront daily next to I-95.
You know, you don't have to drive around New Haven, a lot of one-way streets.
While getting here is pretty easy, the endless choices might leave you torn from Puerto Rican, Mexican, and American cuisines and more to choose from.
Very nice, very diverse. They have the pernil on here, which is very fond of.
To help keep those businesses thriving, plans are already in motion to revamp the waterfront space thanks to $12 million in state funding.
For long-term companies, so this is just, one part of, a lot of different projects there that are going to be really exciting, but this will be a showpiece project.
From creating smoother park access to more recreational spaces, Deputy Economic Development Administrator Carlos Eziere says hopes are high the changes will attract even more guests.
That's the gateway to the city, that portion of 95, and tens of thousands of motorists every day.
People like Sheriff Fahmy, who says he's had his eye on the spot for years when passing through from New Jersey.
I've been asking my friend to stop here for years. And he's like, no, we got to get there at a certain time.
His order inspiring him to already plan his next trip back.
It's kind of like a rice and beans dish with the pork on top of it. I don't know how I'm going to eat it in the car, but I'll figure that out later.
Along Long Wharf Park in New Haven, Caroline LaCour, News 8.
Up next, we're cruising to the shoreline where some special horses are providing much-needed therapy to people. We'll be right back. Now we're cruising Connecticut to High Hopes Therapeutic Riding Center in Old Lyme. That's where horses and humans come together for healing and hope.
An early morning at High Hopes Therapeutic Riding Center in Old Lyme. Their program that's been around now for more than 50 years uses about 20 horses.
And as we've listened to the needs of the community, as we've grown our herd, we've heard that there is a need for new opportunities.
And make sure you look where you're going.
The wellness program is the newest offering. It's multifaceted, providing support for veterans, youth, seniors, and people living with Parkinson's disease.
They become part of a group and see they're not alone. And the horse lets them interact and feel just less stress, I think.
Sometimes you have to listen. Some horses, their communication is a little more subtle.
In fact, the communication goes deeper than just language. Sometimes a simple touch is all a horse needs.
I watch to see if they blink or if their lip quivers, and that indicates to me that that's a spot of connection. So I pause there.
And once the horse is relaxed, so is the participant, putting the two in sync.
We're just asking them to hang out and be themselves.
Another unique aspect of the program is the staff knows each horse not just by name, but personal characteristics.
Levi is a little more subtle. He will maybe flick an ear.
They also know what the horse needs to feel comfortable and will match it with the right person, a win-win for all involved.
So if a horse's energy is high, then we're creating that space that is safe for our participants. And if the participants' energy is low, the horse will mimic that.
Volunteers like Diane Welsh call this a rewarding and transformative experience for both horse and participants.
I think you gain some confidence too that the rest of the day is going to go well.
And speaking of animals, take a trip to the country to see a whole herd of friendly alpacas. Sarah Cody takes us to Roaring Acres in Suffield.
Step off the beaten path in Suffield and find a bucolic spot known for its...
They just had their haircuts, so they're looking a little thinner now than they normally would.
That's right, Roaring Acres is home to 175 incredible alpacas who mix with many visitors during the busy seasons of summer and fall. Folks are allowed inside their enclosure.
You get a bag of grain with admission, and you come in and the alpacas see these little brown bags of grain and they come and visit you and you can pet them.
Owner Allison Minch isn't kidding. They come to visit all right.
And this is our only llama. This is Ellie. They see the brown bags. They know lunch is here. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, the experience is pretty delightful.
We have some that are super friendly and we have some that are really shy and a little standoffish. Some are super sweet and some have a little spice to them.
After the excitement, some alpacas take a snooze. The farm, which really gained popularity during the pandemic, has now been open for 12 years.
There is an educational component to it. When they're in the pasture area, there are 3 or 4 staff members in there to ask any questions people have.
Also find painted desert sheep, pigs, ducks, some sitting on nests, and some incredible Highland cows who love to snack on cookies.
Oh my goodness, that wasn't so slimy, just a little.
Don't miss a stop inside the cute alpaca-inspired shop.
We have yarn and we have socks, hats, gloves.
So enjoy a day at the farm with a whole herd of newfound friends.
Really just to see people be like, wow, I had no idea they were so soft or they're so gentle.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, and just the curiosity because it's just not an animal you see all the time.
Sarah Cody, News 8.
And speaking of getting outside, summer is a ways away, but it's never too early to plan ahead. News 8's Caroline LaCour takes us to one adventure park where it's all about getting wet.
Slides, rock climbing, cliff jumps, and zip lines.
And you just see the size of the place. It's huge.
Folks are splashing into summer at Brownstone Adventure Sports Park in Portland.
Most of the comments we get at the end of the day, families just appreciate that we have a safe, fun place for them to come and enjoy a summer day.
Situated in a quarry, the outdoor adventure offers 100-foot freshwater depths and 85-foot solid brownstone walls to explore.
It's a great day out. It's a ton of fun. You know, you can come here for a full day and pick a spot on the beach or on the island and have a great picnic lunch and, you know, spend some time in the water.
From wakeboarding to water slides, there's an attraction for everyone in the family to cool off, but the one that has everybody talking is the 1,000-foot long zip line.
Jumping off like the ledge pretty much and then like just coasting through the air is like a feeling you can't get.
A lot of adrenaline up there.
A thrill while staying close to nature.
It's a great experience, right? It's a place to challenge yourself, to be a little bit of afraid in a hopefully safe, fun way.
It's why we're cruising to Portland. Caroline LaCour, News 8.
Coming up, we're cruising to a cool exhibit that takes kids on an adventure through the stars and discover the amazing animals living in one of the state's most popular summer destinations. These stories are just minutes away. If you're looking for something fun to do with the family, why not mini golf? News 8's Caroline LaCour takes us to a unique course with a wild twist.
Where can you play alongside a rhino, giraffe, and zebra all in one afternoon?
All right, have fun now.
At Safari Golf, where hitting the green takes a whole new meaning.
Going outside, you're hanging out with friends, family. It's an enjoyable activity. You don't have to be too competitive.
A family-owned business, co-owner Craig Bukowski took the reins of the place from his father, who brought the idea of a safari-themed mini golf spot here to CT.
My dad was really the one who did all this when I was young. He never really had to hire anyone. He just kept working hard.
Putting in the work, landscaping over 18 holes, featuring life-size jungle creatures and cascading waterfalls. Now celebrating 40 years of fun in the sun, it's clear these golfers love walking on the wild side.
Exactly.
No,
we
you
like
can't.
the theme mini golf, so we wanted to see. We've never done a safari mini golf before, so we want to do this one.
And we're always looking for new places, so this was a really fun new place to hit.
As avid mini golfers themselves, Amanda and Jaden Sycamore say this course is one anyone can feel comfortable jumping in on.
There's enough challenges for people who've done it before, but also it's very attainable. I think anyone can do it.
Perfect for a first date or a get-together with friends. Bukowski hopes to continue that fun for generations to come.
You know, you want to keep a business like this alive that so many people in the community enjoy. You know, you see people from everywhere. I have people coming from Massachusetts, New York.
A safari experience without traveling too far. In Berlin, Caroline LaCour, News 8.
From the safari to the final frontier, if you're looking for an activity with the kids, the Connecticut Science Center has an incredible exhibit all about space. Sarah Cody takes us to Hartford.
This is our launch hallway, so it's really taking you from Earth into outer space with these cool lighting effects.
Enter exploring space at the Connecticut Science Center and take a mission out into the universe. That's fascinating and informative.
Everyone at any interest level, every age level, finds something about space that they are just in awe of.
Communications manager Caitlin Zima says this reimagined exhibit includes artifacts and personal stories and tons of immersive, interactive fun.
So you'll just pick whether you want to be on Pluto, Mars, or the moon.
Check out the gravity jump.
Pluto is the most dramatic jump.
Work the feet to see the results. Cool fact, the gravity you experience on Pluto is 6% of what you experience here on Earth. The avatar follows your movements.
It's not just stagnant, you're really fully immersed in the experience. Kids have a ton of fun with this one.
Folks can also sit in a space pod and take an incredible journey into the cosmos.
We'll do a nice little space cruise.
Okay.
And then we have a couple-minute video here, and each one is different based on which one you pick.
Feel the seats rumble during takeoff, see beautiful images that show off the mysteries of the universe. Finish your time in the exhibit with a cool look at a recreated space station. The experience invites visitors to dream of the possibility of someday living and working in space.
We just want to make sure that we have these really hands-on and really engaging experiences for families to have when they come and make it something that they look forward to coming back to time and time again.
Sarah Cody, News 8.
And still ahead, a look back at the legacy of New Haven's famous beats and an iconic landmark brought back to life. And as we head to break, we asked you for photos of your favorite places in Connecticut. You delivered, so take a look. When it comes to a beats, many in Connecticut will say, of course, ours is the best. I'm sure you would agree with that. The New Haven Museum's latest exhibit, pronounced A Beats, just opened in October and shines a light on the legacy of a beats in the Elm City. News 8's Kiara Smith takes us inside for a taste.
A staple in the Elm City. A Beats. It has all the flavors and a rich history behind it.
There really is nothing like it. I believe pizza in New Haven raises the level of pizza. This is Michelin star.
Now pizza lovers are getting a chance to learn all about it at the New Haven Museum's latest exhibit, pronounced A Beats. Shining a light on the legacy at places like Sally's and Modern A Beats, Frank Pepe's, and several other pizzerias.
New Haven also originated things like the pizza box, and we have one of them on display. Things like delivery, integration into college, becoming a college food, and really the arc and trajectory of something that families arriving here in America, coming together, pooling their money, starting a business, and then the legacy.
And this exhibit takes you back several years. This right here is a menu that was used at Frank Pepe's Pizzeria in 1936. And over here are some of the chairs that were in the restaurant.
The co-curator of the exhibit, Gorman Bouchard, says the idea sparked after he created his documentary called Pizza, A Love Story, and connected with the museum to bring this all to life.
We just kept talking about it and talking about it. And then about 18 months ago, it finally started to take shape. And we reached out to a lot of the families, you know, what can we get from you? What do you have? What artifacts do you have from the past?
And now it's here at the museum for 2 years. It's open Wednesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 12 p.m. to 5 on Saturdays. In New Haven, Kiara Smith, News 8.
Be sure to check it out and take your appetite with you. Well, every summer, many head to Hammonasset State Park for the long stretching boardwalks and picturesque camping spots. But if you head further in, there's a lot more to see and learn. News 8's Caroline LaCour takes us to Meg's Point Nature Center.
While thousands of visitors come and go to Hammonasset State Park in Madison, there are some who stay even when the gates close by sundown.
At Meg's Point Nature Center, the wilderness becomes your classroom as you get up close and personal with the resident species who live here.
This is the woods room inside the Meg's Point Nature Center. And the idea in here is that you are stepping into the woods somewhere in Connecticut.
Home to about 400 animals, all found in different habitats across Connecticut, you're in store to find some unique critters.
Sort of an immersive experience. So you've got, the bird sounds and the trees above you and then all the animals to look at.
Including some animals you might not have known could be in your backyard. Once an escaped pet, wild monk parakeets have since adapted to New England's cold winters.
People always think that they're crazy when they say, I just saw a green parrot fly by. It's like, no, you're not crazy. There are green parrots.
As above, so below, the waves of the Long Island Sound. One of the center's most popular residents is 1 in 30 million.
So this is our orange lobster hiding under here. This one does not have the other color pigments that they typically have, so it's already looks like it's been cooked.
With hands-on presentations and ever-changing educational programs for every grade level.
I love seeing all the turtles or snakes. Well, I think they're really cool and interesting.
Young visitors say it's kept them coming back for more every year.
For one thing, I love the wild. We did learn some cool stuff.
Learning more about your own backyard. In Madison, Caroline LaCour, News 8.
Now to one family's mission to give back to their community. They spearheaded the restoration of an iconic beacon. It's available now for all to see. Sarah Cody tells us about Green's Ledge Light.
That's part of the romance, I think, is the beauty of the structures.
It sits a mile off Rowayton Shore, an icon in Long Island Sound.
It was built in 1902.
The Green's Ledge Lighthouse, a spark plug design with New England flair.
The government has been selling the lighthouses for about 25 years now.
So in 2016, Tim Petty and his family bought this one at auction with the intent of sharing it with the public. At the time, it was in danger of crumbling into the water.
In the early 1930s, they placed these rocks here, these beautiful granite rocks, which were excavated from Radio City Music Hall.
Petty embarked on a fundraising mission and a massive $2.3 million restoration project, fixing holes in the caisson, the foundation, and removing interior lead paint, returning personality to the exterior with an epoxy that's an inviting gumball red.
In July 2020, when the painting was done and the scaffolding came down, the community just lit up.
Now folks can visit, getting a glimpse of the New York City skyline behind the osprey nest.
Neat to have them as the residents of the island.
Yeah, they were here before us.
That's pretty cool.
Visitors see the classroom.
We're inviting local area organizations like Yukon, Sound Waters, the Maritime Aquarium. Come on in.
Bedrooms where families can spend the night, and the watch room.
This is where the keeper worked.
Climb to the top to gaze out to another lighthouse on Sheffield Island. Green's Ledge is off the grid, powered by these 11 solar panels.
They don't build lighthouses anymore.
Petty says the first 100 years were about protecting these waters, and the next 100 years is about sharing the lighthouse for education. Seeing it shine, he says, is a dream come true.
I did shed a tear a few weeks ago when the first students boarded. It was just the culmination of really 7 years of work. It made it all worthwhile.
Sarah Cody, News 8.
Well, as you can see, there's so many adventures to have here in the state of Connecticut, and still more to come. You can catch Cruisin Connecticut every Thursday at 5 right here on News 8. Once again, I'm Ken Houston, and thank you for cruising with us.